I think it's safe to say we've earned a break. Thanks again for coming over to help me. I couldn't have done it without you. I wasn't expecting it to be so complicated. I'm normally really good with following instructions, but these were a bit cryptic. It's just a bed frame. It should not have been that difficult. I can put things together if the instructions are clear and it's not too heavy to move around, and when they actually provide the right bits and bobs for the job. Is that too much to ask for? But honestly, thank you. It's literally a huge weight off my shoulders. We could get the mattress onto it, or we could just stay flopped on the sofa for another 15 minutes. I vote for the flop option. Perfect. That's decided then. Unanimous decision for the flop. It won't take that long. The hard part's over. We'll get it done before the food gets here. The pizza's probably gonna be another 30 minutes. Yeah, they normally take that long. In all my time here, they've never come any earlier than that. So throw away any hope you might have of it getting here before we have to get up to move the mattress. We could try afterwards, but I'll be mentally and physically switched off after the pizza. I think I might have ordered a bit much, so you'll have to really dig deep and find the strength to finish it. I'm sure you'll manage. I have complete faith in you, and not to mention, I've seen you eat pizza before. I wouldn't be foolish enough to challenge you when it comes to pizza. No judgment from me. But if we were talking about tacos, on the other hand, it would be a completely different story. I would so win. You've not seen me eat tacos, so I'd be very careful before you issue any challenges. Or don't be. I'd love an excuse to make some, and take you down while I'm at it. Oh yeah, they've got to be homemade. Are you formally challenging me to a taco off? Me and scared, you wish? And what's the one condition? I'd like that. It'd be fun to cook together. Yeah. No, you haven't made it awkward. Do you want it to be a date? Okay. No, it's not like that. You just took me by surprise, that's all. I would like that. What? No, I'm not quiet. Well, I am, but... No, shush you. You're just messing with me now. I just wasn't expecting this today. No, I wasn't expecting it any other day. I wasn't really sure about that kind of vibe from you. Yeah. Okay, I'll admit I can be a bit oblivious sometimes. Hey, not all the time. I like you too. Like that. I know we've only been friends for a short while, but I feel like I know you. And I feel like you know me pretty well too. There have been those moments where you know exactly how I'm feeling, even though no one else around me recognizes it. When you somehow know exactly what to say before I've even told you what's wrong. I don't know, I just chalked it down to coincidence. But it just keeps happening. Why didn't I say anything sooner? Come on, I just said you know me so well. Why didn't you say anything sooner? You know I have a tendency to overthink. I didn't know if what I was seeing was just us being good friends. I didn't want to read too much into it. That's just how I saw it. Why? How did you see it? Haha. Clearer than me, no doubt. What was I feeling? It was a bit of a mixed bag. No, not like that. More of a mix of being happy, but kinda confused too. Yeah, confused about how you were acting and how I was reacting and about how you were making me feel. How could I have said anything sooner? Of course I was a little scared. I didn't want to say something and lose you as a friend. I love spending time with you. It's so effortless. We don't have to try. We don't pretend to be something else. We can fill the silences or just enjoy them. I didn't want to risk losing that. You wouldn't let that happen. What made you say it today? I get the feeling. Funny how it's mutual, huh? But really, it's not the fear of rejection. I mean, don't get me wrong, that never feels nice, but it's part and parcel of how things go. I didn't want to lose what we did have for something I was hoping that we could have. I don't want to say too much. Of course you'd say that. Yeah. You made the first move because I was too much of a chicken to do so. It's a good thing you didn't wait on me to make the first move. Who knows how long we would be waiting? No, nothing like that. I wouldn't have pretended not to be interested. If I am, then I am. I wouldn't play games like that. It has less to do with playing games and more to do with can't help but be honest. I wouldn't lie like that. Exactly. So if you ask me, does your butt look big in those sweats? I would say, abso-freaking-lutely. Hell yeah, I'm checking out your butt. Like you haven't checked out mine. Don't think you can trick me with your fake shock and appall. Because I saw you doing so earlier. When I had bent down to get the Allen key that had fallen behind the bedside table. I totally saw that. You forget how many mirrors there are in my room. No, it still didn't give you away. I told you, I was confused and you confuse me on a daily basis. Sometimes I just need some clarification, just to make sure I haven't massively misread the situation. Hi. Yeah. I should add, for future reference, you don't need to ask me again. Are you saying I can't take a hint? Are you one to talk? Yeah, I'm saying that you can't take a hint either. No, not including today. Okay, so what was there? How could I forget? My books that I lent you. Uh-huh. But you also know that I never lend my books to anyone. I'm lucky that you know how to treat books well. Otherwise, I think I'd cry. Fine, I'll give you that. It is a very specific thing, but it's specific to me. There were other times too. I just can't think of them right now. Okay, go on then. What hints did you give? It's not that obvious. That could have been just you putting that out there, and it may not have been necessarily for me. And we weren't alone together a lot of those times. So I didn't want to assume that it was all for my benefit. I'm gonna classify that into the kind of vague pile. That added to my confusion, might I add. Okay, please do tell me, how could I have broached the subject with you, huh? Now I know you're just teasing me. You best behave if you want pizza tonight. Oh, I would withhold pizza. Maybe I'll let you have a slice. I guess I was just scared. It's not easy putting your heart out there, especially when you've been burned before. I know it's not an excuse. Everyone has some sort of history, but it's still scary. No, I don't find you scary. Should I? I think you're at your scariest when you're eating pizza. My scariest? I don't have a scariest. No, not when I'm eating tacos. It is a messy business, but I think I've finessed it down to an art style. Why, are you afraid of getting your hands a little dirty? I'm gonna need you to swear to secrecy though. Yeah, my salsa recipe's super secret. Oh, it's delicious, alright. I pretty much make everything from scratch. I hope you're not expecting a quick evening meal. It's too late, you volunteered to help me make it. And I use nothing but fresh ingredients. I look forward to it too. Second date? I guess you're right. That does make today our first date. Pizza and putting together furniture. Not your typical first date. I do feel happy. You? How could I not be? I'm really glad things worked out this way. I don't know how long I could have lasted the way we were going. So yeah, I'm glad you said it first. And I'll take the temporary title of chicken. Yeah, it's temporary. Because I shall be bestowing it upon you once you lose the taco eating competition. I might sound a bit selfish, but I am glad. We were sending each other such a mix of hints and signals. It left us both in a state of confusion. It's nice to have that lifted and the air be clearer between us, so that we can speak our minds clearly. Yeah, and our hearts. Are you happy? It's nice to hear it out loud. Yeah. I am very happy. As we sit and wait for pizza, flopped on the sofa like this, True, it is well-earned pizza. After spending all that time and energy and effort into putting together a bed that I didn't really need any help putting together.